This podcast was originally live-streamed on the NonSequitur Show on YouTube. New episodes air weekdays, Monday through Friday, at 8 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/NonSequitur Show. Make sure you never miss a live stream by visiting www.nonsecshow.com/schedule. For the latest news, polls and updates throughout the day, follow us on Twitter at NonSecShow or Facebook.com/NonSecShow. That's NonSeq Show. If you'd like to get exclusive content, bi-weekly private hangouts with Kyle and Steve, backstage access to chat with guests after shows hosted on your channel and much more, become a Patreon saint of NonSequitur. It ensures we continue to improve our show and brings you into the process at the same time. Visit patreon.com/NonSequitur today while the limited spots are still available.
The following podcast is intended for those who believe bold ideas are righteous, unique perspectives are gospel, and strong opinions are sacred. This is Non-Sequitur. Never follow. And now, here are your hosts, Kyle Curtis and Steve McRae.
Well, I must say it is a pleasure to be here in the presence of his papacy, the newly deemed Pope of agnosticism. Do you want to explain, Steve?
Well, first of all, we need the white smoke. We got to have the white smoke. Well, no, what happened was a friend on Twitter had said, well, hey, if Matt Dillahunty is the Pope of atheism, which, he has a kickback on that. He doesn't really like that title, although he's owned it before. Then Steve McRae is the Pope of agnosticism. So I said, you know what? Yeah, raise the white smoke. I'll accept the title. I think it's hilarious.
Wouldn't you rather be a really high priest?
Yes.
Well, high on what? Indica or sativa?
Everything. Life. Jesus. All of that.
By the way, we're drinking today. Aron's here, so I'm not going to let him drink alone.
Oh, yes. And what I'm having tonight, a little bit off the norm, this is epic. Big Bad Baptist.
That's awesome. That's epic. That's epic. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I made a mistake yesterday when I was doing my counting. I was going back through the videos today. Today is actually the 300th episode of the show. So happy 300. Thank you for joining us. It comes at a time where we are at, I think today we are at almost 2.5 million views. So thank you for sticking around with us. We really appreciate that. We couldn't do it without you guys. This is also the 17th appearance for the man above me, which will be Aron Ra. Welcome back, sir.
Well, thank you. 17 times?
17 times. 17 times.
I need to
in one form or the other. Mm-hmm. And making his first appearance tonight is Mr. Jason King. Let's say hello to you, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys
Absolutely.
are awesome.
Thank you,
Mr. Rock.
Well, thank you.
And I thought we would start tonight off with kind of a little icebreaker with everyone. I found Cyrus the Skeptic, who, guys, if you have not checked out Cyrus the Skeptic, you need to. The link to this video is in the description, along with the links to the gentleman that we have in the show tonight's channels. Please go check them out. But Cyrus did a video today where he kind of turned me on to a unique pastor. Now, this guy is something that I think you'll find very, very, very cringeworthy. So we're going to watch the first video, and then we'll get everybody's take on it. But just pay attention to what he says you should do in your walk with the Lord.
Your own destiny. And there's two realms, hissing and kissing. Which do you choose? Remember I read the scripture in Psalm chapter 2, kiss the Son? Hissing and kissing. You can be hissing with your tongue, or you can be kissing with your tongue. Tongue kiss Jesus.
What? Lord rebuke that. Jesus.
All right.
Name.
So, all right, Dave, we can pull back from that.
Yep.
He
Tongue
says
kiss
we should.
Jesus and get thee behind me, Satan.
Right. It's the best part of that video, though, is the guy that's actually watching the video, because he obviously is a believer too, and he's like, "Oh no, rebuke that in the name of Jesus." And then the guy who's saying you should tongue kiss Jesus is going, up, 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 up. But that hails in comparison to what you're about to see now. This is the entire reason that I wanted to show this guy in the first place, because I think that if there is a God and he sends messages, this one right here is pretty direct. So, Dave, let's see what happens here.
You hear that? Listen, saints. This is my office. Listen. Do you hear? Do you hear? Listen. Listen. Listen.
He a lying ass motherfucker.
Listen.
He know his ass lying. His ass is lying.
Damn. Ah, damn. Jesus Christ.
Is that not the greatest thing ever?
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah. And you can tell, like, it's that look. That's that look you get when you, like, it's all over. There's no going back now. Like, you're not going to have the same followers that he probably did. Whoever was part of his ministry, but that look on his face was just priceless. So I think that was, if there is a God sending him a direct message that he is not the prophet that he thinks he is. So, okay, let's see what we've got coming up on the 21st. Actually, since this next week is Thanksgiving, we're going to go up until Wednesday. Miles Powers will be here next Wednesday. He is a really good YouTuber. He does a lot of science-based stuff, but he did Jilly Juice's protocol, where he did actually take the cabbage that can regrow limbs and cure the gay, and what else does she claim, Steve? Oh, it can cure cancer. So her cabbage juice can. Yeah, he actually did it. This is a guy we've talked about it quite a few times. But he actually did the protocol cleanse, and we'll find out how that went for him. And yeah, the last thing, on Sunday the 25th, we have the Golden Nuns. Now, this is the last week that you guys can vote. And actually, Aron, you're in the I was looking at the results a little bit ago. You're actually in the finals for 6 different categories. I'm not going to tell you which categories yet, but you are trailblazing in 6 of those categories. Now, if you don't know what this is, basically you can go to tinyurl.com/goldennuns. Link will be in the description as well. And there's 2 parts to this in the form. There's a YouTube-wide part and then a non-sequitur show specific part. So the YouTube-wide part is a fill-in. You can fill in whoever you want across YouTube for your favorite content creators, channel, animators, video of the year, and that aggregates, and we get a final put out on that. And the non-sequitur specific part, it's for things like your favorite debate that we've had on here, your favorite atheist debater, favorite theist debater, and those are in a multiple choice form. So in 2 of them have a write-in too, so you can put your list there. But if you want to vote for that, this is the last week you can do that. And then on the 25th, we will be presenting those. So make sure that you're here at 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, November 25th, to see who wins those. Cool. All right. Now let's get to know who we've got in the show tonight. And Jason King, since you are new, we'll start with you. You want to let everybody know who you are and why you wanted this debate tonight.
Yeah, sure. Jason King. I'm on YouTube. Jason666 King. I don't do Twitter. I don't do Facebook. I don't do any of that bullshit. Instagram. I wanted to debate Aron Ra because I believe that he is the best. So that's why I challenged him. I challenged Matt Dillahunty as well. I also challenged a guy named Muhammad Hijab. He's an Islamic scholar. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just want to have a productive and fruitful exchange with somebody that I think needs no introduction, nothing. Aron Ra is Aron Ra. I know what I'm going up against, who I'm going up against, and I relish it. So I'll save the rest for my opening.
Cool. All right. Now we'll switch over to the man that needs no introduction, but nonetheless, we're going to do it anyway. Aron, it is
okay, so
your time, sir.
yeah, I'm just this guy, you know. Yeah, I mean, I've been on here 17 times. They probably know who I am by now.
You're an
Cool.
atheist
I like
evangelist, we determined, right? Is
Yeah.
that the new thing?
Apparently.
Evangelistic atheism?
The Robert Tilton of atheism.
What does speaking in atheist tongues sound like?
Go fuck
I think
yourself.
I've already been accused of that. It's when you use, polysyllabic words.
Oh,
and
man, I
makes
get
sense.
that. I do. I've been there, done that. Yeah.
I said Robert Tilton because tomorrow we have you might appreciate this, Aron. We have Ole Anthony, the guy that brought Robert Tilton down, the guy that runs that watchdog organization that they investigated Benny Hinn and.
Oh, I'd be very interested in that. Can I be on tomorrow? I'd love to talk to that guy.
Sure.
Just to give it a virtual handshake, as it were.
Yeah, he'll be on here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
So to introduce the talk tonight, I figured that we'll let Mr. King kind of take us through a little bit deeper why he wanted to have this debate. And this is a 2-minute clip that we're going to play, and I thought this was, I thought it was really kind of cool in a way, and then kind of like you've been warned. So let's see what Mr. King.
Speaking of warning, I do have to say one thing. I mean, everybody's saying that this is a debate. What I got was that somebody was going to give us mathematical proof of God. So my first expectation is that I'm going to. What?
I heard the same thing.
That right?
That's what I was told.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring that I'm going to listen to a yet another rendition of the argument from improbability fallacy, and I don't see how that qualifies as a debate. But we'll see.
Well, discussion is probably a better word. I'm used to saying debate, but let's see what he has to say. Let's see what Jason had to say yesterday.
This.
Oh, and Jason, we had to play it in like 1.5 speed.
That's the showrunner over there at NonSequitur Show, YouTube channel. Twice, and both times he expressed the same sympathies towards me, which I appreciate, but I don't need. Look, man, I talk Aron Ra up the same as everyone else. This dude is a fucking head chopper. I get it. And what I said to Kyle, and I don't think he really understood, but he will. Within 48 hours, he will understand. That's why I challenged him. That's why I challenged Matt Dillahunty. That's why I challenged Muhammad Hijab. And we'll call the EA Coeting the exception that proves the fucking rule. How about that? I make debate challenges. Because I want the best.
Okay, Dave. Now, what am I going to understand, Mr. King?
Did we have to turn him into one of Marvin's chipmunks?
Because because of the pauses and the breaks in the video, we had to speed it up to like double the speed. Because the breaks in between were just too long. We would be it was like a 5-minute clip we had to take down to 2 minutes. But so Jason, take us through and make me understand why the universe was created, and we'll let you take it away.
Okay. I'm going to leave the mathematical thing off the table. Steve can bring it up. Aron can bring it up. Anyone can bring it up if they want to. What I want to do is I want to approach this like this. It is more likely than not that the universe